So you might want to stay cash instead of just blindly buying into the market right now. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions, and markets are uncertain due to a lot of different countries calling Trump's bluff on tariffs. Many of you guys know, today is July 8th. Officially, the 90-day tariff pause was supposed to end today. For those that do not know, markets were on a free fall as Trump implemented these series of tariffs and entered a trade war. Markets began to sell off so much that Trump needed some form of relief. He implemented this tariff pause for 90 days. Markets not only recovered, but made new all-time highs. Not because things got better, not because a bunch of countries signed trade deals with us. As of right now, to my understanding, I think there's 2 or 3 different countries that actually signed trade deals. Every other country has not actually signed a deal. Yet, markets are still not selling off. But in the past 24 hours and in the hours that follow, supposedly a handful of different countries have received tariff letters, and they look something like this. My issue with this is that Trump is making a theater of how to negotiate with these countries, and a lot of countries are not liking it. You even have the Brazilian president slamming Trump and saying that his empty threats to BRICS with these tariffs. For those that did not hear the news, Trump stated that if anyone goes against what it is that he's doing with the BRICS, that he will slap an additional 10% tariff on that country. So the Brazilian president responded and said it is not responsible or serious for him to be threatening the world on the internet. We are sovereign nations. If he thinks that he can impose tariffs, we can too. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I completely agree with what it is that he's saying. But of course, you're talking about a country like Brazil versus a country like United States. United States has a lot more leverage. So again, it's like a threat from Brazil isn't much of a serious threat for the US. But if a handful of different countries have the same idea and the same mentality, then yes, that could be more of a pressing issue for the United States. Supposedly, because now Trump has extended this 90-day pause. For those that did not hear the news, the extension is now for August until August 1st. And he stated that tariffs will start being paid on August 1st from these handful of different countries that are receiving the tariff letter if they do not negotiate with us. There has been no change to this date. There will be no change. In other words, all the money will be due and payable starting August 1st. No extensions will be granted. Now, again, it's great that he's saying this, but countries are just, and markets, global markets, are not really respecting his word anymore because of how he continues to back down from what he has said before, right? Even today, it says, speaker on this reporter on Monday says, I'm sorry, this was on Monday, not today. He labeled that August 1st deadline as firm, but not 100% firm. Like, what? Like, why even open your mouth and say firm deadline? It's just like a bunch of these, and it's just so frustrating, right? It's just, it's so annoying to have someone continue to talk a big game and just not follow it through. So this is why he's earned the acronym of TACO. Trump always chickens out. And this is why, again, a lot of financial markets are not really triggered today because of what they believe will be the response if no actual trade deals are met on August 1st. So again, very simple. Let's just wrap this up. As of right now, the really big focus for the overall markets are these tariff news and the series of different tariff letters that these different countries are going to be receiving. The bigger focus that I would really pay attention to, we talked about it a little bit last week, is not so much about what is being announced right now. We do want to pay attention to that and to see how markets react because it doesn't even look like markets, although markets are technically down, they're not really selling off. They're still holding very well at overbought levels, and it's incredibly overpriced. There's not good deals, which is why I said I think it's not a bad time to stay cash versus to start investing right now. In my opinion, it makes no sense to be investing into the markets right now at these overbought levels. It doesn't mean that you need to sell if you bought a few months ago when markets were free falling. You got invested at a really good price. But buy now at all-time highs when all this uncertainty is presenting itself, and especially as the Federal Reserve is still waiting to see if these tariffs will have inflation reflect on our CPI report. And we should be able to see that in the next few months as more CPI reports are released. I mean, we have one coming up in the next few days, so I'm really excited to follow up. I'll make sure that I do my part in keeping you guys up to date. So again, inflation, Federal Reserve, and of course, these tariff news and updates are something that you really want to pay attention to, especially at these overbought levels, so you don't get caught bag holding, especially if you had no intention of holding that position for a long period of time. I appreciate you guys' time. I hope to see you for tomorrow's live trading session. If you want to tune on in, second link down below. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.